What's good, y'all? L Famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share this dope content if you like it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Now, today's story is about Charlie Kirk, the dude that got shot down yesterday at the college sit-in. You heard? Yeah, B. Dude was bugging, B. Dude was bugging. Dude was running around with a lot of propaganda, talking about, trolling the black community, you know what I'm saying, using us as scapegoats, you know what I'm saying, to push his narrative, you heard? And as we could see, it didn't work out for him. So here on L Famous TV, we talk about the real, B. We talk about the real. Yeah, Charlie Kirk, 31, dead on a Utah college campus. Let's get it, B. Let's get it. What's good, y'all? L Famous TV. We kick the real around here. Let's get it! Channels, they dead, man. I'm talking about dead. You know what I'm saying? He was kicking the wrong stuff out there. You heard? He supposed to have been considered as a smart person. He considered a smart person. You heard? People was going to see him to ask him questions and hear his opinions and everything, right? But a lot of things that he said about was the cause of his death. And I'm not saying that they're responsible for his death. They're the cause of his death, you heard? Because he was talking about a lot of stuff that has a lot to contribute with his death, getting killed yesterday. Yeah, B. A lot of stuff, man. Let's go. Video 1. Let's go. Lying about George Floyd. Yeah, lying about George Floyd. Let's get it.
I saw a clip somewhere that you were trying to get the officer who murdered George Floyd pardon, and I just want to know what your reasoning was about that.
Well, George Floyd didn't die because of the police officer. He died largely because of a drug overdose.
But he had his knee on his neck. And we all saw the video.
But the knee on the neck is actually an approved police technique that police departments taught Derek Chauvin to use. Do you know that George Floyd was saying, "I couldn't breathe," well before that restraining technique? And
so why'd they use the technique if he already couldn't breathe?
Well, because he was actually resisting arrest, and they had to restrain him. And they restrained him in a way that they were taught to do, which is the knee on the neck technique.
Okay, so when does the technique end? Like when they die? Like he said, he couldn't.
No, I mean the technique ends when the individual stops resisting arrest. His cause of death was not asphyxiation; it was drug overdose. He had
that was a part of it. Like he also had a heart thing, and like he was on drugs, but like he wouldn't have just died if he was standing there. Like they had his.
Well, actually, there's an argument to be made. According to the medical examiner, he was.
You heard? Lying to that girl, talking about George Floyd really ain't died from the officer with his knee on his neck. You know what I'm saying? He talking about George Floyd had drugs in his system. That's why he really died. You know, he's just lying to people. He's standing up there, sitting up there, lying to that black chick. You heard? Just lying up. And she's smart enough to know that, yo, man, you heard? You talking bull, man. You talking bull. You are talking bull. The whole world seen that This dude killed George Floyd with his knee on his neck, took the breath, every last breath out of him. You heard? Until every last breath was out of him. He kept his knee on his neck till every last breath was out of him. George Floyd was crying, screaming, crying for his mother, everybody. You understand what I'm saying? And he still didn't take his foot off his neck. The other officers standing around like this, letting him do what he want to do. You heard? Ain't even saying like, yo, get him off his neck. If I was an officer, I would have pushed him off him. I would have pushed him off him. Yeah, that was supposed to happen. The other officers were supposed to push him off his neck. And George Floyd would have still been alive, and Derek would have never been in jail. But now he was in jail. He's in jail, and he just got stabbed up last year about 20 times. You heard? They got that nigga in PC in a special jail because they know niggas gonna get at that nigga. B. You heard? They ain't playing with dudes like that. You doing some racial stuff like that? You doing some racial stuff like that? You heard? And the word was on the street was him and George Floyd worked together. They didn't get along. They worked in the club 2 years before that. They worked in the club together. They didn't get along. And I think that he did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. He ran into him when George was down on his luck, locking him up, got his foot on his neck. It just so happened that people was dead, got the camera out, and he still didn't care. Because he feel like he a cop. He done got away with murder. He get away with murder. I'm going to get away with it this time again. I don't care if they videotaping. All I'm going to say is he was on drugs. All I'm going to say is I found drugs on him. You heard? Like, come on, man. So this dude, Charlie Kirk, running around after George Floyd is dead, everybody flipped out, everything done calmed down, you know what I'm saying? This dude done went to jail. This dude running around talking about he want to pardon this dude that killed George Floyd. He want to pardon the cop. He want him out of jail. I think they gave him, 33 years, something, whatever, 20-something years, whatever. He doing the time. They just stabbed him up in the jail a couple of years ago. You heard? But this dude running around just to antagonize people, just to troll us, black people. You heard? He talking about, oh, nah, Derek Chauvin didn't kill him. He died of an overdose. He died because of special technique that was taught by the police and this and that and that and this and this and that. Just lowering that man's life to nothing. You heard? Like how they do. You heard? And then you see what happened to him. You heard? You humiliating a person after they died by talking about their killer in a good way, was trying to get their killer off. You heard? Instead of minding your business or praying for the situation or saying that's a horrible situation, no comment. No, but you gotta comment. You gotta try to get this man innocent. You gotta push your agenda. You heard? But you don't care if you trolling people, a race of people. You don't care. Because that's your job. That's what you was getting paid for. That's what Donald Trump like you about. That's why Donald Trump love you, man. You heard? But you don't notice that anybody that stand next to Donald Trump, something happened to them, B. The dude Elon Musk, he was fighting for Trump, helped Trump get in there. Guess what happened to his business? He lost a lot of money. Yeah, he fell back and all that, and people thinking he lost a lot of money, y'all. He lost a lot of money. Don't let them dudes fool you out there. He lost a lot of money. You heard? They just killed Trump, man, B. A lot of people don't know. Trump got a lot of beef out there, man. He got a lot of beef out there, man. Got a lot of beef out there. He don't got no beef with no black people. He doing everything to us, but he ain't got no beef with us. We ain't doing nothing to him. It's other people that want him. You heard? That's crazy. So it seem like they gonna bring him down. You heard? I don't know how, but they seem like they trying to bring him down, Trump. But I ain't saying he ain't asked for it. You know what I'm saying? He asked for a lot of this, you know what I'm saying? Now, this dude, Charlie Kirk, though, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut. Stop trying to troll people, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Now, this next video, he was trying to exploit our Chicago gang problems. Yeah. This video here.
What is the number one cause of black death in Chicago?
Are you serious?
Other blacks killing blacks.
Are y'all saying other blacks?
Yes.
Other blacks?
No, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. What's the number one cause of death of blacks in Chicago?
Where's your substantial evidence?
It's right there, dude. It's the real-time vetted
Where
crime.
does it say it? Where does it say that it's African American? Look at the map.
It says right there.
Where does it say that it's African
Scroll down. It
Americans
shows
doing
by
this?
race actually there.
Are you just seeing that it's
No.
people being killed, or are
Tell
you
me.
saying that it's
Right there, by race. Right there. Boom. Owned. Who is killing them?
Who is killing African Americans?
Yes.
People are killing people.
No. What race is killing them?
Why are y'all trying to act like African Americans are just solely murdered? People are killing people.
No. What
That's a real
race is
problem
killing?
that we
Is it
have.
white people killing blacks or blacks killing
People
blacks?
are killing people, Charlie.
Okay, but hold on. What race is
You're
killing
saying
the other
what
race?
race is killing what race more? That does not matter.
It
What-
does matter because it's a black-on-black problem.
It's a
and
black-on-black
blacks need to
problem,
solve
or is
the
it a
problem
crime
of
problem?
black-on-black
Right
Is
there.
it a
violence.
black-on-black
A
problem, or
black
is it a
dude
crime problem?
stepped up, tried to ask him a question, talk about something of substance, and he came out talking about the gang problem in Chicago. And he tried to, troll that with the black dude, you know what I'm saying? To get the audience and all that in his favor, you heard? And tried to make the black dude seem like he didn't know what he was talking about, but the black dude was like trying to change the subject or trying to get on some substance, you understand what I'm saying? Or talk about some substance. But you could see the dude Charlie Kirk, he got a routine, you know what I'm saying? He got tricks of his trade, and then when you start pointing things out to him, he tells you to calm down. He be like, why don't you just calm down a little? Why don't you just calm down? Like these dudes is like characters in a circus, you heard? And they doing it right in front of the American people, and they playing with our lives, man. They playing with our lives, man. And I guess somebody out there showed this dude Charlie Kirk that, man, this is more serious than what you think, man. You know what I'm saying? You running around sitting out here promoting propaganda, and basically it don't have nothing to do with what's going on in the real world, you heard? You know what I'm saying? So just before he got killed yesterday, his last things he said was something about gang violence. You heard? He tried to troll gang violence. That was his last words. Because right after he said them words, he was shot in his neck. Yeah, he was shot in his neck. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that, I said, yo, God don't like ugly, B. God do not like ugly, man. God do not like ugly, B. This dude was running around trolling George Floyd, trolling the Chicago gang situation, to the point where those was his last words before him getting shot in the neck. And George Floyd lost his life from a dude having his knee with pressure on his neck. And this dude was trolling George Floyd after George Floyd died. You heard? Running around, answering questions, having seminars and all that, talking about George Floyd and talking about how the cop supposed to be pardoned and supposed to be out, and he supposed to be in jail, and this and that is all for a show, and this and that, and everybody in the world from China to Russia to Japan seeing what happened. Everybody. But this dude, Charlie Kirk, think people are so stupid, because there is people out there that's so naive and stupid that's sitting down listening to this dude. Like, yeah, word, you're right, Charlie. So the same people you was trolling was your last words, B. Stop trolling niggas. You was trolling niggas, man. Until y'all other people out there stop trolling our community on what's going on in our community, trying to use us as a scapegoat to cover up all y'all mess. The Epstein files, what's going on with the economy, the tariffs, the this, the that, the this and that. No, they want to send troops to D.C., Chicago, New York, L.A., talking about crime and violence, and this dude getting killed on live TV in Utah. Come on, man. Knock it off. So nobody happy that the dude died, but at the end of the day, niggas know God don't make mistakes. Yeah, God don't make mistakes. You heard? He was trolling. He was trolling the Chicago gang violence. And that was his last words. Somebody asked him a question. He picked up the mic quick and trolled that question quick and threw the mic down. Because he knew that he thought he was going to start his thing, his circus. But it didn't work like that. Right after he put the mic down, bang, in the neck, took his breath away from him, took everything away from him. You heard? So just like George Floyd lost his breath, he lost his breath with that shot through the neck. And I'm not saying I'm happy for it, I'm just telling you about reality. It's reality. God don't like ugly. You heard? Now, the last video I'm going to show you is him talking about guns and the rights of bearing guns and how there's supposed to be a couple of casualties at war, you heard, just so people could bear their arms. You understand what I'm saying? This dude was bugging. This dude was talking a lot. He's supposed to be a smart dude, but this dude's talk and he sound dumb. He sound dumb. And look, he talking all this mess. And then look what happened to him yesterday. Check it out, Joe.
We should have an honest and clear reductionist view of gun violence, but we should not have a utopian one. You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational. We should have an honest and clear reductionist view of gun violence, but we should not have a utopian one. You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational.
Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, man. But yo, man, should never been trolling the black community, you heard? You know what I'm saying? There's real issues, there's real problems out there. There's real people out there that's trying to get at you, B. You heard? I'm telling you, B. White America, man. We not the enemy. Stop trying to make black people the enemy, you heard? We not the enemy, man. You heard? Get off our back, B. For real, man. I'm just keeping it 100, man. You heard? I'm telling whoever out there that's listening that see this, you heard? This is us from the regular hood telling you, get off our back, man. Niggas see everything, man. Niggas see everything. Let's get it, nigga.
I don't think anybody here would deny that when you send your chickens out in the morning from your barnyard, those chickens will return that evening to your barnyard, not your neighbor's barnyard. I think this is a prime example of the devil's chickens coming back home to roost. That the chickens that he sent out, the violence that he's perpetrated in other countries, here and abroad, be it 4 children in Birmingham or Medgar Evers or Lumumba in Africa, I think this same violence has come back to claim one of their own. Now, being an old farm boy myself, chickens coming home to roost never made me sad. In fact, it's only made me glad. I'd like to follow up on that question.